What's up, y'all, man? We back with another one, man. Hope y'all having a blessed one. Today we got one of New York's most dangerous rap beefs started over a rapper's girlfriend. Let's get into this one right here, man.
Nobody wins when the family feels.
I hear that. So let me get into how I first literally found out about you. So I got a phone call from some nigga I knew in jail. He was upstate and he was like, yo, there's this guy named Envy Kane. He's talking crazy on this song I heard. I need you to go on YouTube and listen to the song and tell me how crazy he's talking and tell me if he's nice or not. So, of course, I'm like, all right, I need to go listen to this. So I went and listened, and I was like, all right, he's talking real crazy. Like, he's talking spicy.
I cope we talking so spicy, but he ain't die yet. Niggas sparked up fatty and he ain't slide.
Never spend them fucking blocks. 16, give him 16. I'ma leave that nigga on the big screen. Bama's always on the go.
Oh, yeah, dying together. All of my niggas be slide forever. Bring the bank, we apply the pressure.
Don't do that. Nah, bro, I told you, bro. I'm not arguing with none of y'all, bro. I'm just stating the facts, bro. I'm not arguing. I'm not saying no hot shit, you feel me? I'm just dead ass been had niggas on they bullshit.
Yo, niggas talking about the Facebook shit like the boys already know. Like y'all niggas talking about the Facebook shit.
I'm not making it hot. The one that started this shit. I'm not making it hot. And thank you. How you gonna say us? Hey, your man started this shit, bro. We ain't tagged none of y'all niggas until your man started tagging niggas and talking hot, bro.
Out of New York City, behind the imposing walls of the Metropolitan Detention Center, known as MDC, Brooklyn, lies a world of violence, mayhem, and desperation. Federal prosecutors have recently revealed shocking details of a series of violent attacks and murders that have taken place within the troubled confines of the notorious federal jail. Join me today, fam, as we dive into the dark underbelly of the MDC Brooklyn and uncover the chilling truths that lurk within its walls.
Bang on those windows if you are cold in themselves. Bang on those windows if you hungry in those cells.
This is the same detention center that housed the frowned upon rap mogul Sean Diddy Combs. Now Combs joined other high profile inmates such as singer R. Kelly, fallen cryptocurrency mogul Sam Bankman, and rapper Ja Rule. Even Al Sharpton in 2008 served a brief stint, who were held at the same federal detention center.
Ja Rule in jail? Fuck.
But in this video, we talk about a man who's now accused of catching a body while in jail at the same federal detention center. A man that's a known face to some big time rappers in New York. Shootouts on camera, shooting men in broad daylight, even going as far as talking about it on Facebook Live, which we'll later discuss. Today we talk about this man, this same man, and his alleged gang, according to his indictment, which we'll later go over, has been responsible for trying to take down a local rapper for the past 6 years. Failed attempts, even hitting innocent bystanders, once shooting a rapper girlfriend, which caused a war in 2016, which we'll later discuss. And my plan here is simple, fam, giving you guys the public facts dating back to 2016, all the way to the first day of October of 2024. Rap songs, disses, indictments, and even shootings. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. On the first day of October, it's been reported that 9 inmates arrested for violence, murders at troubled MDC Brooklyn Federal Jail. Now, one of the murders that they highlight happens to be a murder that took place inside the jail. Victim identified as Ariel White, 37 years old, who was stabbed in the neck on June 7, 2024. 3 months later, the feds charged 2 men in the housing unit. Andrew Simpson, 26 years old, also known as Drewski, and Devon Thomas, with this killing. White was awaiting prosecution on federal firearm charges in Long Island and had been locked up since August of 2021. According to court documents, Drewski, Andrew Simpson, a member of the Bama Life gang who was busted in 2020 for plotting to kill prominent drill rapper Envy Kane, which we'll later discuss, had squabbled with White in the past, and things came to a head that morning. May White rest in peace, and love and condolences to his family. No fam, as mentioned, Andrew Simpson, aka Drewski, has been incarcerated since 2020 and is a part of a gang called Bama Life in New York City, allegedly. Now we also mentioned that his gang has been busted for plotting to kill the prominent drill rapper MV Kane back in 2020. Now, in order for you guys to get an understanding of why this, we gotta take it back to 2016 with the rapper MV Kane, real name Nuval Vasquez, an alleged Crip and allegedly a part of a gang called Weez Gang. The beat began on November 23rd, 2016, when Kane's girlfriend was injured in the shoot. Prosecutors said Kane and his crew, who were part of the rival Weez Gang, were convinced that Bama Life Gang, alleged Bloods, was behind the attempt hit, according to the feds. But Kane had every reason to believe so. After all, everybody put things on social media. 2 days prior to the shooting, Bama Life member Andrew Drewski Simpson, 24 years old, had posted a video on Facebook threatening to kill Kane's girlfriend, according to the indictment. On the same day, Kane's girlfriend was shot. It seemed he got get back. Bama Life member Ronnie Warren, 25, was shot in the foot. Prosecutors say he allegedly told his fellow gang members that Kane was responsible. Now fam, this left a number of shootings from 2016 to 2020, which we'll later discuss. But at this point, we know we're working with two alleged gangs who had beef since 2016 over a female, and by no way, shape, or form is she to blame. Now before we go over the shootings, let's talk about these characters, why they in rapper mode, giving the world clues to their crimes in the process. First, let's start with Ronnie Warren. According to prosecutors, a member of Bama Life. His rap stage name is Boss Man Horse, and 4 years ago, he put out a track in the midst of this war, titled Dying Together, MV Kane's diss. Now mind you fam, as mentioned, this the man who was shot in the foot in revenge for Kane's girlfriend getting shot the same day. He dropped a diss mentioning Kane and his girlfriend TT. According to the indictment, they highlighted some lyrics. One of them being, TT and Kane gonna die together. TT was allegedly the name of Kane's girlfriend.
Catch him in traffic and rob him. That died together. Applying the pressure. 2 shooters and they flying.
And being a target for just one game for the last 6 years made MV Kane feel as if though he's top up in New York City. And that was his MO when he came to rapping. Now more rappers and more videos will be later discussed in the video according to the time frame. But as mentioned, in 2016, it's a full war. And while the gang Bama Life was looking for Kane, one of their alleged top shooters was getting busy. In the process, Darius Suit, aka Bliss Micho. This is a picture of him, and then this is a picture of him with Drewski. And just to give you a little more FYI, they gang, we already know, as mentioned, they rep Bama Life, allegedly Bloods, but they also have hashtags E4D. Everything for Darnell, a teen gangbanger who was gunned down near high school. This was Bama's Life's first major blow. This incident happened in June of 2016 at around 2:45 p.m. in broad daylight, Brooklyn Street. It was on Pennsylvania Avenue in East New York, just a block away from Thomas Jefferson High Educational Campus. Darnell Wilkerson, 18 years old, who police sources say is a known gang member, was fatally shot in the head, and John Trinidad, 17, was shot in the right arm, according to sources. Emergency responders rushed both teens to Brookdale Hospital, where Wilkerson was pronounced deceased and Trinidad was listed in stable condition. A school source said that the dead teen is a former student at the Jefferson campus, while Trinidad is a current student at the campus where students must pass through metal. Police say this allegedly started after a fight earlier that day at the Jefferson campus. Now when Darrell lost his life, that crushed Darius and members of Bama Life. And in return, Darius, aka Chicho, he turned into a demon. And one of those shootings Darius was charged for after turning into a demon happened on April 20th of 2020, where he attempted to kill a man on camera on the 300 block of Sherfield Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. The surveillance video of the shooting shows the defendant ambushed him from behind. Darius approached him and a gun in his left hand, stopped a few feet behind the defendant, raised the gun to the shoulder level, and steadied with both hands and fired several shots at the victim's back. The victim was hit in the upper chest, right thigh, and right wrist. As the video of the shooting and the photos below make it clear, it was entirely the defendant who was unsuccessful in his attempt to murder the victim. But then authorities would also show surveillance video that was taken in and around the 300 block of Georgia Avenue, in the building which the defendant lives. It shows the defendant coming and going from the building in the hours prior to the shooting. Throughout the day prior to the shooting, the defendant wore the same clothes he wore during the shooting. A blue Calvin Klein baseball hat, a gray fleece or sweatshirt with the hood and black zipper, a black hooded jacket, and gray trim-fitted sweatpants and white shoes. After the shooting, the defendant ran towards Blake Avenue. Video surveillance shows the defendant leaving 398 Sherfield Avenue shortly thereafter, wearing a sweatshirt with stars on the arm. The defendant then walked back to the 300 block of Georgia Avenue, where he remained in front of the building for several minutes before changing again into a sweatshirt with Prince, quote, E for D, end quote, on the front. Also presented in the indictment, after searching Darius' home, law enforcement saw the same ammunition that was found on the scene and a sweatshirt with the stars and the hoodie, E for D, written on the front. But Darius, aka Chicho, from Bama Life, as mentioned, he was one of the top shooters. According to this indictment, since August 11th of 2019, Darius had been involved in at least 5 other shootings, where at least 4 had wished to be gang related. Now the people who are affiliated with the Bammers mainly live in East New York, the area bounded by Pennsylvania Avenue to the east, Williams Avenue to the west, Dermont Avenue to the south, and Shutter Avenue to the north. And in 2020, all through various drill rap songs in New York, you heard Bama Life in tracks like Big Ops America.
Anyone with $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans may qualify for help from National Debt Relief. Minimum.
Dead niggas in the toe. I hit a lick that hit the road. Bama's always on the go. Bama's always on.
And in tracks like Crime Rate.
Drilling and been in my state. That's where my mother I catch me out, I'ma violate.
On August 11, 2019, at around 3:51 a.m. at the vicinity of 20 Williams Avenue, near the border of Brownsville and East New York neighborhood in Brooklyn, New York, Chicho shot a member of the rival Weez gang, also known as the Very Crispy Gangsters, or VCG. The defendant also hit a bystander who was in the area of the shooting. The shooting took place a short distance from a rental hall located at 2529 Atlantic Avenue that was hosting a party that night. Surveillance video shows the defendant arriving to the hall at around 11:38 p.m. with 4 other individuals. He was wearing a white do-rag on his head and a white tank top t-shirt, light colored jeans with a dark colored belt, and white athletic shoes. His jeans were sitting low on his waist, and what it appears to be dark colored underwear are visible above his jeans and below his t-shirt. He was wearing a thin chain with a circular pendant around his neck. 4 male individuals who was with the defendant had went into the hall. The victim arrived to the hall at approximately 2:31 a.m. with 2 other individuals. Victim and another individual left the hall at around 3:40 a.m. and the defendant and his group had left at around 3:48 p.m. A few minutes later, after the defendant left the hall, the defendant and the victim had a confrontation on William Avenue, just around the corner from the hall. In the video, the defendant can be seen acting in an agitated manner, and it appears that 2 of the individuals he was with tried to calm him down. Witnesses in the shooting informed NYPD detective that the shooter asked in the substance and in part, "You Weez gang?" The witness told detective that the shooter then removed the handgun from the waistband and began to shoot. The surveillance video shows that during the confrontation, the individuals that left the hall with the suddenly began to run on Williams Avenue towards East New York Avenue. Victim also began backing up and then began to turn towards East New York Avenue. The defendant can then be seen in the video with the firearm in his left hand. He raised his left arm to the shoulder height and fired at least 2 shots at the victim. Attempted to jump between cars, but became struck and fell into Williams Avenue. The defendant closed into the victim while the victim was struggling to get to his feet. And then the victim reached over the car, parked along the curb, and fired at least 2 more shots. The shooting occurred at approximately 3:51 p.m. The defendant fled the group from the scene in the SUV parked nearby. And the reason why that was important is because, as you know, this beef with Weezy and Bama Life has been going on. And the defendant in this indictment, Darius, aka Chicho, he mentioned getting stabbed in the face being ambushed. He ain't say no names, but apparently he got get back. Because according to the indictment, that stabbing in the face was from members of Weezy gang. Now while incarcerated, Kane talked about trying to move with a purpose once he get out. and him being the top op. I don't want to spoil the interview, but check out a clip.
Rising the land and them just having to start over. This is my third Instagram I have.
Right.
I had one had 64,000 views. Followers. One had 37,000 followers, and now this one. I'm still here, relevant. I could do time right now on this little bed, this little skibit I have. I'm still gonna be relevant because I'm gonna come in and give the best lyrics I ever gave before, like I always do. That's what motivates me. Me being the underdog motivates me to go to the top, and I'm gonna be at the top eventually. It take time, you know what I mean? I just think the biggest people in the world go through many trials and tribulations to get where they want to go. So I ain't really stressing it, you feel me?
Right. So that comes up to my last question. What can we expect from you up and coming? Like, what's next?
Alright, well, I just dropped a project called The Reasons on probably like 2 Fridays ago, all platforms. You guys can go download that. I'm about to drop a deluxe of that in October. Then I'm gonna drop a project in December while I'm locked up. All these projects while I'm in December. While I'm arrested. But when I get out, whenever I do get out of jail, because I don't know what's my date yet, I'm still fighting my cases and shit, but whenever I do get released, I'm gonna continue to give the streets the best lyrical content that I could give them. I'm going to enhance my bars in here while I'm here. And I'm going to strictly make a lot of music for the ladies because the females really fuck with me. I really found out. You know what I'm saying? And I fuck with the ladies too. You know what I'm saying? I love females. So it's only right I make music that females can enjoy too. You know what I'm saying to you? So that's what I'm trying to do when I come over. Just make a lot of music for the ladies and give the streets the good lyrics that I've been giving them. And you will not hear no more drill music. I hung my drill jersey up, guys. I give it to the young kids out there who's trying to keep it going. I've been there and done that. I done conquered that. I'm just here to just.
So let me just say this, which I say when I speak to everybody and I do my interviews. God gave you a talent. Use that talent for the right thing. Don't be out here in no beef. Don't be out here starting drama. Use your talent wisely and take that shit to the next level and be the best that you can be. Because I personally feel like you can be one of the next top 5 lyricists, period. So it's like, use your talent wisely. That's all I'm going to say.
Wait, I got a question for you, though.
What's the question?
What made you want to interview me out of all people?
I love the underdog.
I respect that, man. I respect that. Allah's gonna bless you for that. Cause look, a guy like me, man, I ain't shit. I ain't never done shit with coca. When they realize that, they gonna leave me alone, man. All I know is that when it comes to this music shit, ain't nobody really fuck on me. So I'm on a break right now. I'm on a little vacation right now. I'm giving the kids the time to step their music up and blow up. You feel me?
Fast forward to 2024, members of Bama Life is still incarcerated. Kane is home, but now Andrew, aka Drewski, fighting another body while incarcerated in the same detention center as Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy. Fam, I know this was a lot. I had to go through months of indictments and bring you guys the key information on how one man who recently caught a body in jail was part of one of the biggest drill beefs in New York that stemmed from one female being shot by mistake. Multiple diss tracks by various rappers on both sides. Multiple people getting shot in the process and losing their life. Everyone who was affected and lost their life in this story and a part of this story, on the behalf of the Family TV, we want to say rest in peace and loving condolences to you guys' family, and we send 11 blessings to you guys' way. Fam, let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments.
Alright, man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up, man. Y'all go ahead and have a blessed day. And also go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all on the next video.